Maria-Antonia URRU lends multiple meanings to weaving by connecting the past and the present, innovation and traditional craftsmanship. Maria-Antonia URRU is a woman, an entrepreneur and a mother. But it is also a family and textile workshop, the tradition of our land, in which we breathe new life, infusing it with our awareness of the present. Maria-Antonia URRU, together with her 4 sons, has created a modern textile workshop where craftsmanship is not to be regarded as something folkloristic, removed from the contemporary world, but rather as an innovative approach where the search for original solutions makes it possible to remain competitive in an evolving market. Samugheo is our hometown and where our weaving workshop is. This small town is the heart of Sardinia, has been the cradle of the Sardinian age-old textile tradition, handed down from generation to generation to ultimately become a weaving district comprising 20 industrial textile laboratories. Weaving is ultimately a means of communication, and that is why we use it to communicate with the world. We want to tell the story of what Sardinia was and what it can be, to weave relations with the world, communicating through our carpets and collections. Our capacity of combining manual skills and technology does not detract any charm from our final product. On the contrary, it increases it. Designers, thanks to modern computer software, can create more complex and sophisticated weaving patterns compared to the past. Of our 25 looms, some are still manual, while others are equipped with touch screen panels. This allows us to combine different techniques and different materials, working on multiple levels of programming. We use wool, cotton, linen and silk, sometimes even metal threads for some experimental designs. As our carpets and rugs are not mass-produced, our materials need to be qualitatively perfect, with characteristics suitable to our weaving frames, whilst capable of enhancing at the same time the carpet designs. The quality of our wool, which accounts for 80% of our production, is monitored by one of our technicians right from the shearing in the sheepfolds, which takes place exclusively in Sardinia. We then follow the washing, carding, dyeing and spinning of the wool. Finally, from a single piece of yarn, we make blends by combining different materials to obtain a yarn with unique characteristics. We experiment with the yarns, mixing fibers and colors to obtain different nuances to match each and every design projected requirements. The regularity and solidity of the weave of our quality handmade carpets and rugs is achieved thanks to experienced weavers. Their manual dexterity is acquired during an apprenticeship period of at least 2 years, during which they refine their skills to weave the rugs using one or both of the traditional Sardinian techniques, pibiones and piana. The pibiones technique is attained using needles around which the large wool weft is wound to create a very compact curl, reminiscent of a small grape, which in Sardinian is called pibione. The result is a very heavy and thick fabric, from 5 to 10 millimeters, depending on the size of the weft and the needles, characterized by a dotted texture. The piana technique is achieved with an additional weft, also very coarse, which is carried in relief for longer or shorter stretches, although generally not exceeding a few centimeters so as not to compromise the strength of the fabric. The resulting fabric is lighter and less thick than the previous one, from 3 to 5 millimeters, depending on the weft count used, and is characterized by a linear texture. Thus, the combination of the two techniques, with the composition and interweaving of fields with dotted and linear textures, allows an ample range and variety of possible patterns and forms of expression. Maria Antonia URRU looks to the future while still preserving quality handmade products that belong to the past and represent a great heritage of both technical and cultural value. In order for tradition to thrive, it needs to transform, to innovate itself, to connect the past with the present, to find new ideas, to welcome different points of view. And so it is that the techniques we have inherited, the precious result of continuous experimentation handed down by previous generations, combined with our capacity of innovation, allow us to retain a distinctive identity and a competitive edge in the changing market.